Taylor's birthday makeup. My birthday is in 2 weeks. I found 6 inspo pics on Pinterest. I'm gonna try each of them with you guys, and we're gonna pick my birthday makeup look together. All right, y'all. Now we are doing an eyeshadow, but the look really starts with a blush. So I had to take Danessa Myricks Golden Hour while I was doing my underpainting, so that would serve as the base for my blush. You can't have a good blush without that underpainting, baby. You need the cream under. All right. Then I used Kat Von D's Poppy to set that blush and to make it pop. And then I used some of M.A.C Pinch Me as like an ombre effect. I used that more so on my apples on my cheeks, and I just blended that out with my under eye powder. Then we went in with a setting powder on the lids just to give me a blank canvas. Okay, I'm not really trying to put too much on my lids. I don't want them way down and heavy. Then I took a orange shade, because in the picture she has a very warm tone in her crease, and then we took like a rush shade to deepen it a little bit. You know, we're not trying to get too heavy handed with the dark colors just yet. Then I went in with a burgundy. Now her look was a little more cool tone, so I should have done a brown, but this is where we went. Okay, then I just took that into a cat shape, you know, while I'm blending and stretching and all of the things like that. And then I took a pale shade at my brow bone because it looks like she has a very frosty shade in her brow bone in the corner of her eye, so I needed that as a base. Then I took this darker shimmery shade that it doesn't look like she has, but I thought it would look nice to just put it in between that gold that we're going to put on the lid and the darker color that we have in the wing without dragging it out into the wing, just keeping it really central to the center of the lid. And then that frosty shade that I was telling you guys about with a flat brush right on my brow bone and then in the corners of my eyes. Now, honestly, I felt like by the end of this look, I went a little bit more dramatic than the photo, which I don't have a problem with because I do like it. But her look was definitely a little bit more toned down than mine. But we are definitely in the ballpark, okay? And I just did my mascara, and I was still unsure if I even wanted to do falsies or not. By the time I sprayed my face, the eyeshadows was giving more iridescent and glittery, so I had to add a little bit more. And then I almost messed up my mascara, so I was freaking out for a second, but all I had to do was add a little bit more. Then I went with a really neutral lip, just some brown liner and some pink lip gloss, because the eyes and the blush is just doing a damn thing. Okay, we didn't need to overdo it. At this point, I was ready to go out now. Then highlight, because where are you going without your highlight? Get back in the house. Where's your highlightation at? Okay, now I need y'all to tell me. Now, this is the finished look with no lashes. This is the finished look with lashes. If I do this look, which way should I do it, okay? You got to let me know. We in this together.